What up, my North County fam? I'm your girl Kelly, and in case you missed it, I'm giving you the lowdown, the rundown on what happened in St. Louis County government this week, and it was hell as that happened. So I'm gonna get right into it with some of these highlights. So first off, even though this technically, doesn't, technically it's not St. Louis County government related, but there was a town hall meeting that I attended at UMSL on Tuesday evening, hosted by State Senator Brian Williams and State Representative Kevin Windham. And the purpose was to discuss potential investments of this federal coin that's coming our way to spur economic and community development in North County. And so, I don't know if y'all know, but it is $2 billion, billion with a B, slated to roll through Missouri, from, this is that federal coin, $2 billion with a B. Is going to be rolling through the state of Missouri. And so on top of that coin, UMSL is undergoing this transformation of their campus, specifically the south side of their campus. They're going to clear that joint out, y'all, and it's going to be 40 acres of land just there. So they're really trying to figure out and prioritize what's to put in that land. I know they mentioned things of like workforce development and maybe some housing and whatever else, but they really want to be intentional about understanding and learning like what the community wants, because UMSL is in the heart of North County, right? So they really want to see what they want to get some community input and feedback to really help come up with this plan. Because if we stay ready, we ain't got to get ready. So once that coin is there, they'll be ready to spend it and make sure that the investment has the impact in ensuring a thriving North County. So this is once in a lifetime type of a situation. And there were quite a few folks present really speaking to issues around investing in things like our educational system. Also, employment opportunities in businesses and various retail opportunities, things like that. So, it was really a cute time. And from what was expressed, this was the first of many engagement opportunities. So I'll be sure to keep y'all posted on this because, that's kind of a big deal. So the second highlight, the next thing. Woo, child, the St. Louis County Council meeting. So unfortunately, I was not able to be there physically because I was attending the town hall meeting at UMSL on Tuesday. It was, around the same time. But shout out to St. Louis County and them streaming it on YouTube because I was able to watch the playback after the meeting. Y'all, woo, just watching the playback wore me out. So basically, the top issue was the mask mandate. So Sam Page had this press conference with the city of St. Louis Mayor Tashara Jones announcing, St. Louis County mask mandate is in effect. And yeah, the county council wasn't feeling it. They felt a certain type of way because they was like, look, bro, so you just gonna have this whole press conference. It's at St. Louis City Hall and you ain't gonna tell us? You ain't gonna holler at us. We ain't finna be consulted. So they felt a certain type of way, and in addition to that, House Bill 271 was signed into law in May by Governor Parson, pretty much saying that local governing bodies, so in the county's case, the St. Louis County Council, they have to approve any type of a public health order, so it can't just be issued by the county executive or the health department. It has to go through the county council first. So they're like, look, y'all breaking the law. Y'all breaking the state law up in here, issuing these mandates without hollering at us. So Councilman Fitch spearheaded this effort and pretty much to rescind, meaning to cancel this mask mandate. And so before the county council voted on it, they heard from the health director, Dr. Khan. They heard from him first, and then they also listened to the public input about it. So Dr. Khan, one of the things he said, and I quote, this is what he said. He said, if the council decides in its infamous wisdom to negate this public health order, there will be more misery, more infection, there will be more death. And then he explicitly, literally, he looked at Chairwoman Days, Councilwoman Webb, and said, look, y'all, I'm going to keep it a buck. Most of this misery, most of this infection And most of these deaths will be occurring in y'all's districts, the 1st and the 4th, which is North County, right? So, you know, Councilwoman, she was just like, look, bro, like, she wasn't checking for that. And she was like, I ain't here for playing this political theater now. We ain't doing that. Then during his, you know, when he was speaking to the council and they were asking him questions and there was this Q&A, the crowd was going ham. I mean, you could hear it in the stream. You know, it was bad. They were heckling him. And so there was one point where he asked Chairwoman Days, he was like, look, sis, is you gonna do your job or not? Are you gonna restore the order in this mug? Because this is getting ridiculous. And she responded, you know, like anybody's auntie would, like, look, this is my job, okay? I'm handling my job, bro. You need to handle yours, and you need to simmer down, like, literally. And so after that Q&A, yeah, I can't make this stuff up. After that Q&A, then there was public comment, which was 2 hours in duration. And I'm not going to go through all of it, but I just want to kind of give you kind of like the gist of the energy with what the comment mentioned by, these were the common words, right, that the folks were using during their comments. Tyrant, idiotic, government overreach, personal responsibility, liberty, freedom, because, you know, we America and we Americans. So, you know, the council members, they provide, you know, some of their comments as well. Pretty much, Councilwoman Dunaway, she just went in and she was like, look, y'all spewing all this crazy misinformation. This is disturbing. And Councilwoman Clancy was like, look, I believe the science, so I'm here for the mandate. So ultimately, the council voted to cancel the order. And yeah, you know, Days, Fitch, Webb, Tracus, and Harder voted to cancel the order, and Dunaway and Clancy voted to keep the order, the mask mandate, rather. So, yeah. Something else I did want to mention that occurred during the county council meeting, there were not one, but 2 liquor licenses that were denied, yes, Mutombo'd in the 4th district, and these liquor licenses, they were requested by these 2 businesses. The first, P&K's Mart on Vale Avenue, and the second, Get It and Go Market and Grill on Larimore and Spanish Lake. So yeah, they liquor licenses were denied. The last thing I wanted to highlight is the St. Louis County Equity Plan. So apparently there are a series of monthly meetings which are being hosted by the St. Louis County Office of Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and the St. Louis County Human Relations Commission. And during these meetings, community input is being sought, and this input will shape the recommendations that will be included in the St. Louis County Equity Plan. The hope is for the equity plan to support the passage of equitable policies by, you know who, the St. Louis County Council. So I did attend this meeting last night to really to speak to the topic. The topic was building equity in healthcare. Also present were representatives from Mercy Hospital, Planned Parenthood, as well as the St. Louis County Health Department. And again, like I said, these meetings are being held every month. Upcoming topics include policing and fire service, housing, education, and just building equity overall in the community. So if you want to learn more about it, you got some questions, you want to provide your input, holla at Mr. Kenneth Murdock. He serves as the director of St. Louis County's Department of Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and I'll be sure to provide his contact information when I post this video. Lastly, but certainly not least, rounding it out, my favorite part is the legislative corner, and there was quite a bit of legislation passed during Tuesday night's county council meeting, and so I'm gonna get to it. So most of the legislation passed accepted coin in the form of grant funding. So the first accepts $4.6 million to support workforce development programming. The second accepts $607,000 to support the Commercial Motor Vehicle Enforcement Unit within the police department. The third accepts $236,000 to support the City's Ready initiative, which enhances the capacity of the health department to respond to large public health emergencies. And then the last grant situation accepts $126,000 to support the health department's epidemiology and laboratory capacity cares project, whose purpose is to control the spread of COVID-19. There are also a couple contracts that were executed through the passage of legislation to improve streets in North County. So the first, we're looking at improvements on North Hanley from I-70 to Natural Bridge. And then the second, look like they about to do some improvements along West Florissant, and we know that's needed. And then the last piece of legislation I'm going to mention that was passed on Tuesday was a resolution which directs the county counselor's office, aka the county's attorneys, to coordinate the serving of subpoenas, because they trying to get to the bottom, to determine if the county executive, Sam Page, done violated the St. Louis County Charter by having a side hustle. So yes, the saga continues. So that's all I have for you this week, y'all. Please stay safe out there. Drink plenty of water because it's hotter than that thing. And you'll see me soon. Peace.